Welcome back. Internet service providers are warning users to expect slow connections and downloads after an undersea cable was damaged. The timing, of course, is terrible with so many people working from home during the lockdown. For more on this, I'm joined by tech expert Toby Shapshak. He joins us via Skype. So, Toby, let's talk first about how this is going to frustrate us, especially when we're stuck at home.
Indeed, and it's like all we need now is a little bit of load shedding, and then all of our sense of humors are really going to fall apart. So we live vicariously, unfortunately, through these undersea cables, and they are cables in the middle of the ocean, well, the bottom of the ocean, kind of along the edge of a continent, and things happen. Sometimes waves or big sea currents can do something. In Kenya, I don't know, 10 years ago, 2010, a ship came into harbor and dropped its anchor on a cable. So there are multiple ways that these cables can break. The problem is hopefully this time won't be as bad as last time, because this time it's only one break in a cable, and apparently it's between somewhere in the UK and somewhere in Germany. It's not actually under the sea. Somewhere, but it is under the sea. It's between the UK and Portugal. But at least that's not... that's closer for a ship to get to fix. Last time around, we had to wait for a long time. We had to wait at least a month because of really bad storms in Cape Town, so the ship couldn't set sail from there. But what it really means is that we're going to be frustratingly slow, and we're already seeing quite a lot of consciousness around the importance of having good internet connections. Netflix in Europe and America has slowed down the speed of its services. So has Showmax and Amazon, just so that they don't clog the internet. But it does mean frustration for us people working at home, unfortunately.
Yeah, and for kids who are stuck at home hoping to watch TV online.
You let your children watch television? No.
So is there any way around it, though?
When you're completely mad.
Is there any way around it, Toby, apart from your kids driving you crazy? How do you deal with it to make sure they don't?
Well, we're quite strict with our young guys. He's nearly 3, so we don't use much of that. And of course, there are better alternatives. You know, we're reading a lot more, my wife and I, on our Kindles. We're doing a lot more things. We're playing a lot more games. It's a fantastic time. I mean, we have friends who do dinner parties. And a friend of mine did a whiskey tasting with 15 other people via Zoom. We're trying to see if we can play a card game via Skype or Zoom at some point. So the internet's not everything. We can survive without it. Lo and behold, before the internet was here, we all survived times of great isolation and loneliness, like, weekends. So we should be fine. It just, isn't nice on top of everything else we're going through.
So this is the second time you say that it has broken down. It's critical to South Africa's communication infrastructure.
Yes.
What's going on, though? Why does this keep happening? Is it just Mother Nature?
I think it's just Mother Nature. I haven't heard the exact details of what the break was caused by, but unfortunately this is by the time the fiber is a piece of, the actual fiber is as thin as your hair, but the cable is a huge armored cable that has multiple layers of protection for the little pieces of glass, which is what fiber is inside. It's flexible, obviously, but the cable can be that big. Anything can happen. Like I said, once on the coast of Kenya, a ship came into harbor and dropped its anchor on the line. So hopefully it won't last too long, and certainly it should be back hopefully by the beginning of the week, when we all really need to work in earnest.
Yeah, I hope so too, because I know that I was supposed to meet a friend for wine online later on tonight. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Tech expert Toby Shapshak.